The mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tutu Atwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Rodgers now to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 29, Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jabril Cox coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, he finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. And Crosby puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. From the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that...
It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Amari Rodgers. Gets around him, and he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Packers 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one. It's the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles and Nice. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Jabril Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only one so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. He gets it complete to Harris.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, they had a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Prescott now. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! That's caught. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Jabril Cox
getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off the play fake, Prescott escaping the pressure right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jacob Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Prescott on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, wide open, complete. 33 yards that time.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Silly Fehoko. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Prescott off play action. sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This O-line's been great. They've gotten the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Off the play fake. Elliott on the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on another, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 96 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the trickery, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got it at the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance where they took control of this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
6 yards.
Play action now. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
and just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.